Alright, so this is completely unscripted, completely, more or less unplanned. There's going to be a lot of excess noise in the background, and probably a lot of excess noise in the foreground, like my stupid fucking mouth flapping my gums every 5 seconds. No, there's noise in the background. There's a fan going on, there's a Doug Stanhope going on, because I always have to have Doug Stanhope going on when I'm doing this shit, because I have no self-confidence, and whenever I see that horrible person on stage, it's like, I have no idea how to finish this sentence. But anyways, alright, Yaoi-con recap. Holy shit, what a weekend. First of all, I'm really annoyed right now because right now, this time last week, I was having fun. And instead, fast forward a week later, I'm doing a fucking podcast that I don't really want to do. And I have no reason to do. I mean, who really listens to this shit? But I'm trying to stay committed to it because I want a sponsorship and I want to make money for nothing. You know? Oh, sorry, that was rude. I have a cold, so you're going to have to deal with that shit if you're going to listen to this podcast. That's my chair, if you can hear it. It's because I'm squirming and I'm moving around a lot because I had a little bit to drink and I'm having a little bit of a dissociative identity disorder episode right now, which is why I'm a little on edge, you know? But anyways, Yaoi-con, it was fan-fucking-tastic. If you didn't go, you should kill yourself right now, because you just missed the best event that could ever possibly happen, ever. I mean, I know people were pretty happy when World War II ended, but this shit was completely... what a dick thing to say. That was an asshole thing to say. I apologize for that. I mean, I don't really apologize, because fuck you, but I apologize-ish. But anyways... It was fantastic. Alright, first of all, the bingo was great. It was my first time doing that shit. I looked awesome. Of course, you'll never know it because everyone who took a picture, I'll never find, you know? So just take my word for it. I looked gorgeous. I have beautiful legs, and everyone knows it now. Except for you guys, because you didn't see the pictures, because God knows where they are. And then the parties were awesome, amazing. I haven't enjoyed a party that much since I don't know, ever, you know. So that was fun. Let's see, what happened? What the fuck happened? I had a really rude awakening on Saturday because I had to get up at 6 and ended up getting up at 8. I only got up because my roommate was shaking the fuck out of me. You're not awake! Holy shit, you're not awake! I'm like, yeah, I'm not awake because I'm sleeping and you're ruining it. But you know, that was horrifying. But, yeah, there's that. Listen, this is really a haphazard explanation of what happened at Yaoi-con. If you're listening to this, you probably already went. You probably have your own experience, which is probably much better than mine. But fuck you, you're not me. We're talking about me right now. Alright, so there was that. I had a hangover every day, which was great. I love having hangovers, it's always fun. But Saturday was the auction. Now, if you don't know what the Yaoi-con Bishonen auction is, where the fuck you been? It's been going on for like 12 years, and where the fuck have you been? That you're just now learning about it. Anyways, people, you have to audition for it. I auditioned. I made the judges laugh, which was great. Made the staff laugh. I made the other Bishis laugh. It was great, making everyone laugh. I love doing that. As egocentric as I am, you know, I go on stage because I like having the spotlight. I like having the attention. But I really do like making people laugh. I do. And let me point that out. I was making jokes the moment I got there. Nobody laughed. Nobody laughed at shit. I was making jokes in the elevator. I was making jokes constantly when I got there, just to kind of get myself in the zone, because I knew I was there to do comedy. And nobody was laughing, and it was pissing me the fuck off. Finally, I made a joke. They were slapping the wristband on me, you know that wristband thing. If you don't know, they put a wristband on you. You have to wear the whole weekend, and you have to combine it with your badge, and in order to get anywhere. And they were putting it on my left hand. They're like, oh, don't take this off. Yeah, as if I've never heard that before. They're like, yeah, don't take this off, blah, 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 blah. So I just made a joke. It's like, all right, if I can't take this off, can we switch hands? Because this is my fisting arm. You know, fisting, like you shove your fist up a woman's coos. You know what I mean? And the entire room was like, huh? As if they've never been fisted. Come on. You know who you are. But anyways, I was like, it's a joke. Finally, I got a laugh. The entire room erupted. It was finally... After like 40 jokes for being there for 20 minutes, somebody a handful of people finally laughed at shit. Made me feel a little better about myself. And if you're gonna hear a lot of nasty swooshing noises, it's because I'm drinking. So go fuck yourself. There, I muted it so you didn't have to hear all of it. Feel better about yourself? Great. Anyways, moving on. Did the audition, which was kind of nerve wracking. It was nerve wracking because I didn't know what to expect, and I was getting kind of, I was learning everything, and so I learned what was gonna happen. Did the audition, um, and then after the audition, I made it. I found out I made it. Excuse me. It was really weird. It was like an actual audition, like if you're auditioning for theater. They put a little sheet with your name on it if you made it on the door, and my name was there. And here's the thing. At the time, I was really disappointed that I made it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I was expecting not to make it. Because this is the kind of person I am. And I saw my name there, and I was like, oh, Jesus. Now I have to do this shit. And I was a little unnerved. I was like, really? I got to follow through with this now? But in retrospect, I am so glad. I am so glad, because that show that I had was the absolute best show I have ever had in my life. And because no one was allowed to record it, no one will ever know. Unless you were there, you do not know how well I did. Here's the thing. I've done shows for 5 years, which isn't a long time. But every show that I've done, I've always had, like, at least 40% of the audience has always been adamantly for me. The majority of an audience is not my cup of tea. The majority of people don't like me because I'm pretty brutal, I'm pretty harsh, and to put it bluntly, I'm smarter than a lot of people. What a dick thing to say. I don't really mean that. That's not true. I'm just as dumb as the rest of you. But, I mean, if I was smarter than all of you, I wouldn't be doing comedy. It would be like, I would actually be the doctor I'm supposed to be. But anyway, that notwithstanding, the point is, most shows I do, there's pockets of the audience that are really for me. And I'm used to that shit. I'm used to most of the audience not getting it, not getting my jokes, not getting me. And I'm used to pockets of the audience being really into me. And I'm comfortable with that. I get it. I understand it. I'm for a very small demographic. I get it. I'll probably never be much more than a cult figure. I get it, I understand it, I'm fine with it. But the auction show was such a shock because it was so different. First of all, give it up to Thorne for really laying it on thick, making me sound better than I am. Thank you so much for that, Thorne. He made me sound much better than I am, and I couldn't have been more grateful. I was like, oh, wow, am I that awesome? Really, thanks. So, he announces me, says, here comes Soap. Nobody gives a shit. There's like an odd hush over the audience because nobody knows who the fuck I am except for the staff and the other Bishis who support me. And by the way, right on to you guys. Every single one of you motherfuckers are fucking awesome. All of you. I gotta say, I'm gonna give it up to Jason and to Swedish. I know you're out there, and I know you're not listening to this because neither of you give a shit about my crap. But if you happen to hear this shit, thank you so much. Both of you were huge boosts of confidence for me. And Goth Kitty, of course, you were a huge boost of confidence from the start. You made me not give up. You made me not back out when I was contemplating backing out every single day. You made me not do it. And then to be there and to get words of encouragement from other people and words and advice, and to actually use the advice, it really helped. But anyways, back to the point. So nobody gives a shit. So I'm like, all right, nobody knows who I am. Fuck these people. I'm gonna make them know who I am. So I'm walking through the darkness, angry, because nobody knows who the fuck I am, and I'm like angry, and I'm gonna make these people know who I am. The moment I step into the fucking spotlight, the second I'm in the spotlight, people start getting loud because they see, holy shit, it's a chick, but it's a dude, but he's hot, And I was like, and then it threw me off because like, holy shit, these people are cheering for me just because of how I look. Like, it was a little unnerving. So I get up there, and I can't keep balance because I'm wearing heels, and they're like a heel and platform combination. It's hard to fucking walk in this shit. So, I can't keep my balance as well, so I actually got a comment after the show. People in front of the audience, they came up to me and were like, dude, you look so nervous until you started talking. I was like, I wasn't nervous. I mean, I was nervous, but you're always nervous, but I wasn't shaking. I was losing my balance because those fucking heels, it was like walking on sunshine with barefoot. You know, it hurt. But anyways, I did up there. My first joke worked. My first joke was something about looking like a somehow gayer Rob Halford. And it fucking worked. They got it. I was so happy that they knew who Rob Halford is. And I know you're saying, well, everyone knows who Rob Halford is. No, they don't. You know how many people don't know Judas Priest? A lot. It's a fucking shame how many people don't know who Judas Priest is. But there are some people who don't know, and it makes me sad when I find those people. But that notwithstanding, they loved my jokes. And I went through my set. It was really, I did a decent job, but the audience was just so fucking into it. I've never been so happy to perform in front of people before. I don't think there was anyone in that audience that didn't like me. And now I know there's probably going to be comments saying, "Oh, we didn't like you," but go fuck yourself. But it just seemed like everybody fucking liked me, and it was the greatest shit ever. It felt like, and this could be said for every single Bishi who went up there. It felt like when you were on stage, you were the only one at the show. From Kevin, who went on first, and from the other two guys, I can't remember the order. Every single person who went on, it was their time. It was them, and it was the greatest shit. Because when I finally got on stage, they gave me the same amount of attention and respect. Like when I went on stage, it felt like what it must feel like when Bill Burr goes on and headlines a show, because every single person was into what I was saying. I've never had that in my life, even in my family life. Nobody gives a shit about what I had to say ever. But on stage during the auction last Saturday, they were fucking into it. My last joke killed. It fucking killed. And they were just so happy to have. It was the best. It was the absolute best. I mean, I've done cocaine, and this was better. You know what I mean? I'm not even kidding. This was better than any drug I've ever done. And let me tell you, I've done a lot of drugs. Alright? I probably shouldn't say that. But listen, it is what it is. And this was the best shit. This was the absolute best. And I got sold for like $100. Holy shit. That means people bid on me more than twice. Which was such a shock. I was like, really? You people actually give a shit? It was amazing. And I got like $30 in tips. It was, I didn't know how to take it. I didn't know. I got flowers, which I still have. And I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to use them as the backdrop for this video. Which is probably why this video isn't going to be posted until tomorrow. Which is Saturday, for those of you keeping track. Well, actually, today is Saturday, it's the 20th. But anyways, I had never been so loved, you know? It was just such a shock. It was such a fucking shock. It was a shock to my system. But because I'm medicated now, I've got higher doses of Zoloft and shit. I can handle it better now. So I'm like, people are applauding me and they're liking my shit, and I'm not questioning them. I'm not thinking they're full of shit. I'm not thinking they're up to something. I'm just accepting it as it is, and it's the greatest fucking. It's such a relief to see people say, "Hey, dude, you were really funny," and instead of thinking, "What do you really mean by that?" I think, "Wow, thanks. I'm glad you think that," and then I move on. You know, I don't dwell on it. It's great. It's great being medicated. Anyone who knocks psychotropic, whatever fucking drugs I'm taking to stay stable, which is not really working right now because I'm kind of having an episode. Whatever drugs I'm taking to stay stable, whatever that's called, they're awesome because they keep you on the level and they let you appreciate shit. People fucking loved me and I didn't challenge them for it. I didn't think they were lying. It was great. It was the greatest show I've ever done, and no one will ever know because you couldn't film it, which is a fucking shame. I'll never have another good show like that. I'm hoping one day to headline. I'm hoping one day to have enough fans to come to my show to fill up every seat in front of me. So like everyone who comes to see me is someone who knows who I am and who's there to see me. I'm hoping that happens again. But up until next year's Be Shown in Auction, I'm pretty sure it won't happen. At least until then, because I am fucking doing this shit again. I'm gonna audition again. I'm doing this shit. I'm gonna do it until I'm fucking dead, which probably is like 5 years away, because let's face it, I'm still depressed. you still think about suicide. But that notwithstanding, I didn't think about it for 3 days. It was great. So my buyer's by me, and I'm standing up, looking all demure and cute, just kind of like, all right, what the fuck did I get myself into? And I got these three girls who bought me, and they were just wonderful, wonderful girls. I loved all three of them. They were just great. They were the greatest experience. They were the greatest first experience. I'm glad they took my Bishonen hymen, my virginity, and this whole being sold off shit because they made it a great experience. They really did. It didn't hurt much. It was awesome. It was fantastic. So they bought me. I sit down with them, and one of them was just like all over me, and I loved it. I did. I loved it. It's like, holy shit, I haven't been touched by a broad in like months, you know? Like nobody touches me because I'm like, ugh, don't touch me. You're weird. But this broad, I'm sorry to call you broads, but I'm just a cunt. But this girl, she was just all over me. It was great. All three of them were awesome. And one of them asked me, "Do you dance?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. I break dance, but not in these shoes." And then the other one was like, "Hey, you can go change." I was like, "All right, I think I will." And it was great because I had an escort. It was awesome. It was like a bodyguard. It was like I was important for a second. And so I went up and changed. And I put on normal clothes. Sorry about the noise in the background. Doug Stanhope just did a really good joke. So I changed, and I went back. And as soon as I sit back down, I'm wearing like normal clothes, which by my definition of normal is like not really normal. It's like a combination of rockabilly and psychobilly and fucking, I don't know, goth. I don't know what the fuck I am, but whatever it is, it's fucking awesome. And it's my normal clothes, and one of my buyers was like, "Holy shit, you look great as a girl. You look even better as a man." And I was like, "Oh wow, thank you. I put all that effort into putting on makeup and shit, and apparently I didn't have to. Thank you. Thank you for telling me I wasted my time." No, but she was, oh man, that girl was all over me. It was the greatest. It was the greatest shit ever. It was the greatest, and everyone was fucking with my hair. Made me feel good about myself, Usually I'm really self-conscious about my hair because it's so fucking big. But anyways, so long story short, I missed the entire auction because one of my owners took me up to her room to get drunk, which I totally did. It was the greatest shit. We talked about a bunch of shit. We were in there for the entire auction, and I don't know how long the auction was. Maybe it was 3 hours. I don't know, because we were in the room the whole fucking time. And people started thinking, "Oh, are you doing stuff with him?" I was like, "No, relax. We're not doing shit. We were just drinking and talking." It was the greatest shit ever. And oh my god, I just can't tell you how fucking awesome that experience was. That was awesome. It was like doing heroin for the first time and not realizing that you're about to get hooked on it and it's gonna ruin your life. That it was exactly like that, except better and probably somehow more addictive. And quite honestly, I hope these girls are listening. Buy me next year. I'm gonna hang out with you guys again. I do. I really do. But they were fucking awesome. They were gorgeous. All of them were awesome and gorgeous. I loved it. The attention, oh my god. I got so fucking shit-faced. I got drunk to the point where I could not physically stand up in the dance. Like I wasn't tripping. I wasn't tripping over my feet. I just couldn't stand the fuck up. And I don't know how I ended up back in my room, but I did. And as soon as I was there, I started throwing up, and it was awesome. I haven't thrown up from being drunk since I was like 12. It was great. It was the greatest shit ever. And for some reason, there was some guy in the room giving me shit about throwing up and how much of an embarrassment I was for the Bishonen people. And I was like, "Who the fuck are you? Why the fuck are you in my room? How did you get in here? Who let you in? And how come no one has kicked you out yet?" But I just let the guy talk, and I was like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. People cleaned it up. I apologized. Everyone was cool with it because they cleaned it up real well. No one noticed the day afterwards. I went back to sleep with my roommate. It was great. It was just awesome. I had wonderful roommates. I gotta give you guys a shout out. You guys were great. You know who you are. I'm not gonna name drop because, legal reasons, but you guys were awesome. Saturday was just a fucking awesome ass motherfucking day. It was just awesome. And then Sunday happened. Holy shit. What a fucking day that was. Naturally I had a hangover because, you drink that much, you're gonna have a hangover. It was great. And, so, I do a bunch of shit, yada, yada, yada. I meet a bunch of people, blah, blah, blah. I do my panel. It was decent. I signed so many autographs. It was weird. Like, I'm still not used to... I've signed autographs ever since I was 19 and started doing music. and I've never gotten used to it. It is the weirdest thing to sign autographs. Like, I've gone by so many different aliases, and like if like in music I went by one alias. Now I'm in comedy, I'm in another alias, Soap, which apparently I'm stuck with using because that's my Bishi name. You know. So like I signed so much shit. It was a weirdest. It was. I just can't get used to it. I don't know why, but I can't. I'm just not fucking used to it. But it was very flattering. And okay, so I go through the raffle. The raffle was great. I got picked once. I got spanked. It was fine. But everyone else pretty much ignored me because who the fuck am I? Rightfully so. I'm a piece of shit. I don't matter, and everybody knew it. But I was happy that I had this joke about a mall cop raping me and turning me into a prostitute, which was a great joke. And I'm not going to tell you guys the joke because I said it at the auction. If you weren't there, you missed out. However, I'm going to use the joke again at Anime Los Angeles because all those jokes were good fucking jokes. I'm going to use them again. And since it wasn't recorded, it's not like not like I'm cheating. So I'm going to use the joke again. If you go to ALA, you'll hear the joke. But anyways, there was a guy who was an awesome guy. He was gorgeous as fuck. He was in a cop outfit. And I was so happy. Like we were like one of the last few rounds, and it was just him and I on stage. And I got the suggestion from one of the staffers, dude, you should do that joke. And I'm like, that's a good fucking idea. So I'm talking to him. I was like, dude, we should do this joke. And he's like, I'm in, man, I'm in. Let's do it. So we get up on stage. I get the mic from Thorne. Like, weren't you that mall cop that I was talking about the other day? And the greatest thing, everybody got it. They got the joke. It was awesome. And if I didn't have a girl, I would have totally made out with this guy on the spot just to kind of reenact the shit, you know? But I know if I did that, my girl would be like, what are you doing? Because she's Jewish, and you know how they get. That was like borderline racist, I'm sure, but fuck it, I'm fucking her. What do you want? Anyways, moving on, it was great. The raffle was awesome. Closing ceremonies, it was great. It was great to have one of the last words. I felt I had my moment in the sun. I was happy for that. And oh shit, let me tell you. Okay, so I'm sitting at dinner with two of my friends. And I don't use public bathrooms because I'm psychotic. So I go up to my room to use the bathroom. And don't worry, I didn't take a shit or anything. I was just like doing my makeup or something. But anyways, I go back down. As soon as I leave the room, out of the elevator come these five broads, fucking gorgeous as hell. Especially one of them. One of them who was talking to me, she was like fucking out of her mind gorgeous. It was ridiculous. And she's like, dude, you want to come to our room and have a drink? And I was like, yes, I do. But I couldn't because I had friends waiting downstairs. I think that would be a dick move. So I couldn't party with them, and it's like it kills me. I just avoided a really awesome, potentially awesome party, and it fucking kills me that happened. It was the worst. But anyways, I had a good time downstairs, and then the parties happened. Holy shit, the parties that happened were fucking awesome. Let me tell you, I got so many. Well, I'm not gonna tell you what happened. All right. I'm not gonna tell you what happened. Because that's my personal business. Don't worry about it. The point is, I've still got the marks. You know what I mean? No, it was awesome. It was an awesome time. And, having my roommate molest me the day after that, which was also awesome. Michael, thank you for that. If you're listening, which I'm sure you're not, because again, nobody gives a shit about my stupid podcast. But anyways, I had the best time. The absolute best. Now, let me reiterate. He didn't molest me. He just woke me up in a very wonderful way. Don't worry. It wasn't a blowjob or any shit like that. Like I said, I'm fucking a Jew and she wouldn't allow it. That's so racist. But it's funny. Man, it's true. But this year, the biggest reason why I want to do the Bishonen shit this year is because last year was it was my 1 year anniversary of my engagement, and my ex-fiance left me in July, and I haven't talked to my kids since. And so this Yaoi-con was sort of like a redemption, sort of like wiping away my past and kind of starting over. And holy shit, what a reset button this Yaoi-con was. Like, it made me feel good about myself. It made me feel like people give a shit. Like, I'm doing my best to entertain people. I really am. And sorry about the noise in the background. Doug Stanhope just did a really good joke. But my sister told me, my older sister, she said, dude, you're an entertainer. You know? You're a fucking entertainer now. And you know what? Maybe she's right. You know? Like, and I am. And making people laugh, making people, having people, like, when I was coming down from that party that I had to not go to, which I hate, not, because, oh, dude, those girls were so fucking hot. And they're just like, dude, you want to come up and have a drink? Fuck yes, I do, but I can't, because I got friends and I'm not a dick. It was the worst. I had to say no. I hated that. I really hope I have a good party like that at ALA. But anyways, so I'm going downstairs, and I swear to God, like every 10 feet, I'm stopped by somebody. Just random people just saying, dude, you were the greatest. Or like, dude, I loved you. I would have bought you at the raffle. It was just the attention. Oh my God, you know? Because, like, when my fiance left me, she was like, you're fucking out of your mind. You're a sick fuck. I fucking hate you. I wasted my time on you. Yada, yada, yada. And here we are, fast forwarding months later. I'm at Yaoi-con, which is a complete 180 from last year's Yaoi-con. Everyone is telling me you're awesome. You're gorgeous. The leader of the Bishonen, the person who was giving us all the orders, she was like, she told me multiple times, you really do look lovely. Lovely! I've never been called lovely by my own mother. Alright? She fucking said I was lovely. Holy shit. And it's such an ego boost, you know? Now, I'm sorry about my voice. I'm excited. I'm a little tipsy. Like I said, I had a little bit of a psychotic episode earlier. Because, let's face it, I'm crazy. But, man, it gets so many compliments. I don't think I got any criticism. Which is so weird. And even if I did get criticisms, I probably would have been cool with it. Because I'm working so well with my medication and with my psychiatrist, which I have 4, and my therapist. I'm working so well with them that even if I did get criticism, I'd be like, alright, sorry you feel that way. I'll do better next time. Or maybe I won't. Go fuck yourself, you know? I don't give a shit about you if you hate me, you know? Okay, now I'm seriously rambling, and I gotta cut this thing short. The point is, it was the absolute best weekend at a convention I've ever fucking had. It honestly did make me feel like living might be worth it, you know? This year, I've seen how bad life can get. Like, it's not to say I haven't seen how bad life can get before, but this was a shitty year. This was a very shitty year up until this weekend. The fiance thing, losing my kids, the health problems, not just with myself, but with members of my family. It's been a shitty fucking year. And then this weekend shows me how good life can fucking be. And I'm so, like, right now I'm like dead center on which path do I want to choose. Do I want to continue to keep trying, or do I still want to give up, join the NRA, get a rifle, blow my head off? And I'm walking dead center right now, which is a huge step for me, because usually I'm always tilting towards the suicide. And right now I'm dead center, you know? I'm like thinking maybe I should give this whole living thing a chance. Even though every Monday morning I wake up thinking, fuck, again? I gotta do this shit again? And I still think that. Like, I had a really good therapy session when I got back home. And then immediately after I left therapy, suddenly the depression hits me. Suddenly the DID hits me. Suddenly the suicidal thoughts hit me really hard. And I'm like, oh fuck, why couldn't you hit me an hour ago when I could have told my therapist about it? And that's one thing my therapist says. She said, I need to stop being isolated. And I know, I do. I need to get out more. I really do. I need to interact. Because for some reason, for one thing, you know, my girl will tell me all the time, dude, you're charismatic. You really are. You're magnetic on stage. And I'm starting to believe it. Like, maybe I do have a level of charisma. Because, I don't know, maybe I do. And I do enjoy interacting with people. As much as I hate it, I do enjoy it. I just have to be able to have my own level of space. As long as I can have space away from it and still be interact, I'll be cool with it, you know? So I'm thinking I do need to get out more. And I had this Masqueradica thing that I want to go to tomorrow, but I don't want to go alone because I'm gonna go there looking like fucking a gay Rob Halford, which I know is a misnomer, but I'm gonna get raped, which might boost my self-esteem, but I don't want to deal with the police things. I just want to go to the Masqueradica, maybe have my dick sucked, do a couple of jokes, maybe do some coke. The point is, I wanted to go out tomorrow, but I have no one to go with, so I'm afraid to go by myself, so I'm probably just gonna sit at home and play WoW like a cunt. But the point is, holy shit, it was an amazing Yaoi-con. It was absolutely amazing. I don't know how any other convention can compare. Yaoi-con has always been my favorite convention, even the shitty ones, like last year. It's always been my favorite convention, and this year proved that it's not just my own biased thinking. It is a fucking good convention. It is fucking awesome. It was awesome in Long Beach. I had a killer fucking time. There was so much shit I'm leaving out that, like, it's just, there's so much good shit that happened. So much good shit. Oh my god, it was amazing. And, I don't know if I'm doing PMX. I'm probably not. But I kind of want to, because here's the thing. I'm really getting a fan base in Southern California. I think I really am. But the depressing thing is, I don't want to work in Southern California. Because I don't want to work with that kind of... I don't want to work in that comedy demographic. Because everybody in comedy down in Southern California wants to make it. They want to be in a TV show. Or they want a producer to discover them. And I don't want that shit. I just want to do comedy. I don't want to be on TV. I don't want to have I don't want to be in movies. I mean, I want to be in movies, but I want to be in porn, Because I like fucking, you know? But I don't want to be in... I don't want to be in Hollywood. I don't want to be a part of that. And, like, I want to be a New York comic. I want to go to New York. I want to be with New York comedians because I think I blend in better there. I want to do the tri-state area circuit. I want to like do shows in Maine and Boston. Fuck. I really want to do shows in Boston. Because if you suck in Boston, they will let you know. And that really is a trial by fire. And like in Southern California, if you suck, they're just quiet. Which is just like, oh, you're not even going to attack me? You're not going to make me feel bad for sucking? But in Boston, they will make you feel bad. And that's kind of what I want. If I suck, I want you to give it to me so I can just kind of toughen up and give it back and get better, And that's why I want to do it in New York. But I think I'm really getting a fan base in Southern California. And it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I'm in San Francisco still. And I'm going to be doing an open mic on Monday in Walnut Creek. And I'll probably plug that before I do it on my Facebook, which you can look up. If in case you haven't figured out, my name is Virgil Lestrange. My professional name is going to be Virgil Cadmium because I'm an idiot. But most of you know me as Soap, which you're welcome to call me as, because apparently that's what people know me as, which is fine. I finally accepted that name is never going to go away, and I'm okay with it because my handful, my pocket fan base that I have in Southern California, they know me as that, and I'm fine with it. But like I'm like, stop. Where do I go? Do I go to New York? Or do I go to LA? And like I can go to both places because I have people who can help me out in both places. My girl Jennifer, I know she can help me out. But I have a base out in New York that I can get help. So I don't know what to do. So if any of you guys have any input, feel free to let me know, whether it's on my Facebook or through my phone number, because the only people who are listening to this are probably the people who already know me so well that they have my phone number. Or you can comment, which I know no one will, because like I said, nobody listens to this shit. But anyways, the point of the matter is, Yaoi-con was incredible. I felt, when I was on stage at the auction, I felt like I was headlining. It was the greatest shit ever. And I already have a plan of what I'm doing next year. I don't have the material, but I'm going to do comedy again, and I'm going to take it up a notch. I'm going to give you guys the best fucking shit you've ever seen. It's going to be the fucking best comedy you have ever fucking seen. Alright? It's going to be my 6th year doing comedy, and you're going to see the greatest shit that I could ever pump out. Every joke that I'm going to make for this year, I'm working towards doing for the auction. That's how much I love you guys. That's how much I'm into this shit. Like I'm doing ALA. That's just a test run for some jokes. And then And then I'm doing Fanime, which I always do, which I'll be testing more jokes. And then I'm doing The Last Comic Standing, which I'm going to be judging, so I'm probably not going to do any jokes. And and then and then once Anime Expo comes, then I know we're that much closer to Yaoi-con. Then I'm really going to get excited. I'm going to get pumped for you guys. I'm going to bring the best shit you've ever heard. You're going to fucking love it. I actually have a little thing that I'm going to do before I actually do my jokes, something a little theatrical, which I'm planning, which you are going to fucking love. I swear you are going to love it. If you don't love it, I give you personal permission to slap me in the face. And you know what? Just to show you how serious I am about it, you can backhand me. That's how serious I am about it. But I'm gonna fucking do this shit for you people. I'm gonna look awesome again because that's how I do. That's how I roll. And Breaking Bad starts again. It starts again next summer. I'm so excited for that, even though it's a year away. If only we can make it through this fucking bullshit November, Thanksgiving, and fucking Christmas fucking bullshit. I'm so sick of holidays. Oh, they're fucking the worst. Christmas is the stupidest shit. Fuck Christmas. Fuck Christmas. And let me repeat myself. Fuck Christmas. But it is what it is. I'm looking forward to Yaoi-con. That's what's keeping me going. I'm going to live for it. Someone who helped me have the best time at a party that I've ever had. She knows who she is. She gave me some words of advice in the hallway, and I took them to heart. I'm going to do my best to keep working on myself and control these psychological problems, and I'm gonna give all y'all motherfuckers the best series of shows next year. Go to ALA, go to Fanime, go to Anime Expo, and especially go to Yaoi-con. If you don't go to my if you're not in the Bay Area, if you don't live up here and you don't see me perform normally, go to these conventions. You will see me perform, and I swear to God, I will give you the best show every single fucking time. And at Yaoi-con, it will be the best of the fucking best. I'm gonna do my very fucking best. I am so psyched about this shit, as you can tell. And I'm probably annoying the shit out of you. If you're still listening to this, I'm sorry. This wasn't one of the funniest podcasts I've ever had. I'm just so juiced about having such a good fucking time. And I'm so thankful for everyone. Jason, Goth Kitty, everyone else. I don't want to name names too much, just because I don't know if you guys want your names named. Thorn, fucking love you guys. All of you guys. All you motherfuckers are fucking awesome. Thank you so fucking much. To the audience, at the auction, at the bingo, at the raffle, thank you motherfuckers so fucking much for making me feel happy to be alive. To have not killed myself after my fiance left me, after she took my kids, to just stick it out, tough it out, and make it to this shit was so fucking worth it. And to my buyers, my owners, I fucking love you three. I don't want to name names, like I said, because, you know, you people, you're just regular people, you're not in the entertainment business. I don't want to, but you guys are fucking awesome. Thank you for buying me. Thank you for, like I said, popping my Shonen Cherry. You popped it. It didn't hurt too bad. You made me feel fucking awesome. You got me so fucking drunk. I love that shit. And I swear to God, if you guys see me next year, I will be so upset if you don't buy me, because I want to hang out with you guys again. You were fucking awesome. I wish I got contact information, but I was too drunk and pukey to really to really think about it. But it was fucking awesome. Metal. I'm doing the whole evil eye right now. Metal, guys. It was fucking metal. It was fucking metal. And I fucking loved it. Tasha, you're fucking awesome. You were a great person to ride with. You were awesome. I love hanging out with you. Can't wait to see you again. We're gonna hang out because we live close. We should. Kevin, motherfucker, we live in the same goddamn city. Why don't we hang out more? You know what I mean? We need to do that shit. I know you don't drink, but that's okay. I'll drink for the both of us. And to everybody else, thank you. To those girls who invited me to the room, thank you. I apologize that I didn't do it, but like I said, you know, I got a woman and I didn't want to make her jealous. But I'm telling you, if I see you again, you offer me a drink, I'm not going to say no. And this goes out to anyone, man, woman, weasel, fetus, whatever the fuck you are, if you offer me a drink, I'm not going to reject it. I sincerely apologize for having to say no, but I had a prior engagement. That, and I missed the fucking Giants game. I was kind of pissed about that. I was trying to watch the shit, but people kept, oh, dude, you're Soap. Yeah, I'm Soap. I'm also watching the Giants. Why don't you just sit down for 2 hours? Let me watch this shit, then we can talk. No one would let me do it. But anyways, alright, that's the podcast. It was an awesome fucking time at Yaoi-con. It was amazing. I'm so happy that I didn't kill myself long enough to live through it. It was so much better than anything I've ever gone through, and I've had sex. I've had anal sex, and this shit was better. I've done ass to mouth, and this shit was better. Alright, that's gross. That's disgusting, which it totally isn't. It's called kinky. You know, familiarize yourself with the word. It's kink. Get used to this shit, because that's what this podcast is all about. I'm fucking raunchy. It is what it is. Thank you so much. Metal. Rock on, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I swear the next podcast I'm probably going to do another podcast in a day, because I have other shit to talk about, you know, back to professional shit, but this was just a Yaoi-con recap. I'm not even going to edit this shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to get it out there. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, owners. Thank you, Yaoi-con staff. Thank you, everyone who gave me encouragement. If you met me and you talked to me, know that you encouraged me, and know that I give a shit about you. And to the audience who laughed at me, thank you so much. I love you guys, and I swear to God, I hope to see y'all soon. Alright, you guys, rock on.